Lesson 2. As you can see in this sequence we are talking about past event. رانا نحكو في هذا المحور على الماضي، الحياة كيفاش كانت في الماضي. So in this lesson we're going to tackle the expression used to. So lesson objectives. First, to talk about habits in the past. Habits يعني الأمور اللي تتكرر معانا في الماضي. To use used to in the affirmative, negative and interrogative forms. نستعملوا عبارة used to in different forms. شوفوا معايا الأمثلة. People used to walk everywhere. They didn't used to drive cars. Number 2. Did you used to go to school? This is a question. Number 3. Boys used to play with marbles. So in these sentences we describe past events. من خلال هذا الجمل رانا نوصفوا أحداث ماضية. Past events. Using the expression used to. مع استعمال عبارة used to. So used to forms. نكتشفوا مع بعض the 3 forms of used to. نبدأ أولا مع affirmative form. كي نستعملوها في جمل in the affirmative form. So for example, Mary used to live in England. I used to play a lot of games in my childhood. We used to take bath once a week. كما راكم تلاحظوا هنا عندنا في كل جملة أفعال مسبوقة بكلمة or بفعل used to. So the affirmative form rule is subject. نستعمل in the affirmative form subject الفاعل ديالي used to and then the verb in the infinitive. يعني كي نستعمل في الجملة used to دائما ندير بعدها الفعل ديالي غير مصرف in the infinitive form. نروح الآن إلى negative form. Mary didn't used to live in London. I didn't used to go to school. We didn't used to play video games. كذلك الأفعال هنا راهم يوصفون أحداث ماضية اللي كانت تتكرر معنا في الماضي. Past habits. Okay. Here we have the negative form didn't used to. So first example, didn't used to live. Second one, didn't used to go. Third one, didn't used to play. So in order to put sentences with used to in the negative form, we start our sentence with the subject followed by did not or didn't plus use to plus the verb in the infinitive. كي ندخل في الجملة تاعي did راح نتخلى على ed with use. We say used to not used to. So as you can notice, didn't used to is the constructed form of did not use to. الاثنين عندهم نفس المعنى. الأولى اختصار للثانية. نمر الآن إلى interrogative form. Did your parents used to live in the countryside? Did you used to play video games? Here we have questions. كما راكم تلاحظوا كل جملة في السؤال تبدأ بفعل did. Then you have your subject used to live, used to play. الآن كي نحول الجمل تاعي from the affirmative to the interrogative form, this is the rule. So you start the sentence with did, نضيف من بعد the subject plus use to plus the verb in the infinitive, the object, and don't forget the question mark. This is the rule of interrogative form. Now used to is used only with past simple. ما راحش نلقى كلمة used to in the present tense. راح نستعملها فقط مع past simple يعني مع الأحداث الماضية لأنه تعبر لي على تكرار أحداث في زمن الماضي. Now we take task 3 from page 67-68 from your school book. ناخذ تمرين من الكتاب المدرسي، تمرين رقم 3. So here we try to read the instruction. نقرأ مع بعض السؤال. I look at each picture and write sentences using the semi-modal verb used to and the prompts between brackets as in the example. هنا عندنا جمل مقارنة ما بين أشياء كانت تحدث في الماضي وحالتها الآن في الحاضر in the past and the present situation. So you have fragments between brackets. Try to use them to write sentences and sentences with used to, the semi-modal used to. So we will put a comparison, a comparison between past and today. In the past, we have surgeons operate on patients with A. Today, same thing, you have the subject surgeons, the verb operates on, the object patients with. So in the past, they used scalpel. Today, or in the present situation, they use laser rays. So the sentences, in the past, surgeons used to operate patients with a scalpel. Today, surgeons operate patients with a laser rays. So in the past, we use the semi-modal used to. نروح للمثال الثاني. In the past, we have supermarket cashiers read prices on. Today, supermarket cashiers read prices on. We come back to the picture. So in the past, they had price tag. Today, we have a barcode. So we come back to the task. We say supermarket cashiers used to read prices in the past on price tag. Today, supermarket cashiers read prices on barcode. So here, we compared between past situation and the present or today, using used to and the present tense for today. Third example, in the past, all teachers write on with. Today, many teachers, the verb write on with. We come back to the picture. So in the past, we have blackboard and chalk, اللوحة والطبشور. Today, whiteboard and marker pens, السبورة البيضاء والأقلام. So in the past, all teachers used to write on blackboard and chalk. Today, all teachers write on whiteboard and marker pens. I added for you an extra task. ضفت لكم تمرين ماشي متعلق بالكتاب المدرسي. So you have here in the test to complete sentences with used to or didn't use to. Read the sentences and say whether we need to use used to or didn't use to. Number 1, I play the guitar but I do now. I ride a bike but I don't anymore. Number 3, I collect stamps but I don't anymore. 4, I enjoy getting up early but I do now. 5, I be worried about the environment but I am now. 6, I be afraid of flying but I'm not anymore. 7, I know how to use a computer but I do now. So according to the meaning of each sentence, try to insert used to or didn't use to. نكتشف مع بعض الحل. First sentence. I didn't used to play the guitar, but I do now. Second example. I used to ride a bike but I don't anymore. هنا رانا نلاحظوا في كل جملة الجزء الأول راهو عكس الثاني. Number 3, I used to collect stamps. Stamps هما الطوابع البريدية. But I don't anymore. Number 4, I didn't used to enjoy getting up early but I do now. 5th, I didn't used to be worried about the environment but I'm now. 6th, I used to be afraid of flying, but I'm not anymore. 7th, I didn't used to know how to use a computer but I do now. كما راكم تلاحظوا في كل جملة عندنا used to plus the verb in the infinitive. كي نستعمل used to في الجمل تاعي الفعل اللي يجي بعدها راح يكون in the infinitive يعني ماشي مصرف. كي نستعمل didn't used to كذلك كما راكم تلاحظوا used to نجردها من حرف من الايدي يعني من past simple form لأنه استعملت to do in the past simple. أفعال في زوج في past simple في نفس الجملة ما يجوش، الأول نصرفه والثاني نحطه in the infinitive. وصلنا مع بعض إلى نهاية الفيديو، إن شاء الله تكونوا استفدتوا معنا. ما تنسوش بارتاجيونا القناة هكذا يستفاد الجميع، واشتركوا معنا عبر قناة English Online Class، صفحة الفيسبوك، الانستغرام وتيك توك. تهلاو في روحكم، سلام. Lesson 2. As you can see in this sequence we are talking about past event. رانا نحكو في هذا المحور على الماضي، الحياة كيفاش كانت في الماضي. So in this lesson we're going to tackle the expression used to. So lesson objectives. First, to talk about habits in the past. Habits يعني